Hi, my name's Alison Cooper and I'm here to show you today email marketing, how to set up an email marketing campaign. Now, a bit of background about myself. I'm a virtual assistant. I run a virtual assistant business. There's 4 of us on the team. One of the tasks, many tasks that I do is email marketing. This is my website, my-virtual-assistant.biz. Okay, so today I'm going to do a demonstration on setting up email marketing using Mailchimp. Okay, so for those of you who haven't heard of Mailchimp, basically it's a program that allows us to send HTML emails to our clients. So they're the lovely emails that you get in your mailbox, the ones with all the pictures and options to click on hyperlinks which take the reader, to your website to read a bit more about yourself and your business. So Mailchimp is a really good system to use. It's quite intuitive, not too big a learning curve, and it is free up to a certain point, which is really good. So I'll just show you the pricing here. So as I say, sign up for free. Sign up for a free account and start sending today. So it's free if you have fewer than 2,000 subscribers. So if your email list is 2,000 or less, then you can use this system for absolutely nothing. There are some advanced features, automation, for example, which if you want to use those features, you would need to upgrade. So you can upgrade for as little as $10 per month. So with the free option, as I say, you can have fewer than 2,000 subscribers and you can send up to 12,000 emails per month. Absolutely free, no expiring trial, contract or credit card required. What's there not to like? Okay, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to run through setting up the account and creating an email template, and then showing you the basics of the builder and setting up your list, and also embedding. I'll show you the code that's required to set up a sign up form on your website. So if people visit your website and they want to keep in touch with you, maybe not take up your business straight away, but maybe want to learn more about your business, they can sign up to your mailing list and then they will receive any emails that you send using Mailchimp. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to sign up for free. Okay, so I'm going to set it up as the Nutrition Coach account. So for this, I've just set up a Gmail account, but obviously you could use your own, any email address you wish, and then give yourself a username. Password. And then create my account. As you can see, it says sign up in 30 seconds, no credit card required. Oh, I think it's telling me here that I need 1 uppercase character, so let me do this once more. There you go. Your password is secure and you are good to go. Create my account. So here it says, thanks for signing up. Please check your email and click activate account in the message we just sent to nutritioncoachtraining@gmail.com. Once your account is activated, we'll send you an email with some information to help you get started with Mailchimp. So if we go to my inbox here, there you go, I've got the Mailchimp email. So activate account. Click the big button below to activate your Mailchimp account. Confirm humanity. Now I love Mailchimp because it has some really good humour in it. But if you're not really into the humour side of it, you can switch it off so it becomes slightly more less funny. So I'm not a robot. Select all images with pasta or noodles. So let's have a look. Noodles. Can't see anything else that has pasta in it. That one, but it's not allowing me to tick verify. Confirm sign up. Okay, so it's about you. So here you need to type, add in your details. So this, you'll need this information, or some of the information will appear on the footer of the email. So let me just set it up. I'll set it up as with my name. How many people are in your organisation? I'll set the, do you have a list of emails to import into Mailchimp? I'll set that to no for the moment. But obviously if you do have an email list, the way that you would import it, well, there's several options, but one of the options would be to create a CSV file. But for the moment, we're just going to select no. Are you setting this up for a client? I'll just say no there. Okay, so Nutrition Coach Network. Just completing the details here. Put that out there, put that in there. United Kingdom. Industry. I'll put health and fitness. Time zone. So we're Greenwich Mean Time. Can add a profile photo if you wish, but for this demonstration I'm not going to upload a photo. And you can also subscribe, so if you want to keep in touch with any new features that Mailchimp are adding or any news that's on their blog, just tick here and you'll receive emails. So save and get started. Okay, so it's quite good because it gives you a wizard. So you can click through there if you're not sure what anything is. So we've got to the dashboard and we have several options. So we've got the create and send a campaign, create a list, so that will be where your email subscribers would appear. Start building your audience, so that would be, so as I mentioned, it would be a sign-up form that we could, or you could ask your virtual assistant or your web designer to embed into your website so that people can sign up to your mailing list after visiting your website. And this option here to invite your colleagues, so if you have anyone on your team, your virtual assistant or anyone like that who needs to help you with your account or manage the account on your behalf, then you can invite them to join your account. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is creating a campaign. Okay, so if we do create a campaign. Okay, because we don't have a list at the moment, Mailchimp is telling us that if we want to send any test emails, we can send it to ourselves, or we can create a new list. But for the moment, we're just going to look at the campaign. We can look at the list shortly. Okay, so here you need to name your campaign. So you could name it June 2015 newsletter. And then here your email subject, which obviously can be whatever you like, but for the moment we'll just put June 2015 newsletter from the Nutrition Coach Network, from the email address. This option here is for paid account only, so what we can do here, we can personalise the to field. So when you receive an email, say from Tesco's, Marks and Spencer's or John Lewis, it might say to and your name. How does it know your name? Because there's a special code within the email, a merge tag, that the system picks up. So we can, if we wish, personalise your emails using this merge tag. You could also, if you wish, put this merge tag in your subject heading. So it could be, hi Alison, here's our June newsletter. So you can also use this code. So you just basically copy this code and paste it in your email subject line, and it will personalise the subject with their name. The other option is to track opens. So there's good reporting with Mailchimp, so you can find out who has opened your emails and who hasn't opened your emails. Also, you can track clicks. So if, for example, you have a link within your email to your website, Mailchimp can actually track who has clicked on that link. Again, they can also track plain text clicks. So you have the option with Mailchimp to either send plain text emails, so that's basically a bog standard email without any image whatsoever, or you can, the other option is HTML email, which is all the singing and dancing with the bells and whistles, with the images, etc. You can also, if you use Google Analytics, you can also track your campaigns using Google Analytics. And there's some various other options here that you can also use, which we're not going to go through today. You can also connect your account to Twitter or to Facebook, or either or both of them. You can tick the options so that Mailchimp will auto tweet or auto post the link to your newsletter as soon as it's sent. Okay, so that's the first option. So that's the first page, the campaign info. And as you can see at the bottom here, we do have a list. So currently we're on setup. So next we want to choose a template. Okay, so there's lots of different templates that you could use with Mailchimp. As you can see, you've got the basic ones here. So it gives you options. You can either have one column or 1-2 scale column. And it gives you useful imagery so you can see exactly how that email template looks like. Also, they do themes. So if you want one that Mailchimp's already designed, you could use one of their themes. So they've got various categories. So if you're a nutritionist, you may be interested in the food category. So we go to the food category. Then you've got various templates. And if you like the look of any one of those, just select it. For the purposes of today, we're going to look at the basic Mailchimp, and we're going to build a template branded to the Nutrition Coach Network's website. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go for a basic 1-column drag and drop template. So I'm selecting that. Okay, so here is the email that we are going to be designing. So you just hover over the areas that you want to amend. So up here it says use this area to offer a short preview of your email's content. So if you want to edit that, you just hover over it and then click on the pencil. And here you can change this, so you can say June 2015 newsletter. Save and close. And there you go, the option has updated. Now this is a fairly plain email. You may want to add an image here from your website, maybe your website banner or your letterhead, to brand the email. So for this purposes of the training, we're going to brand it for the Nutrition Coach Network. So I'm going to click here to browse. And there you go, it's added it automatically to the header of the email. Now, the width of the image ideally should be no wider than 600 pixels. If it's wider than that, then it will affect the email template, the Mailchimp template. So ensure that the width of your image is no wider than 600 pixels. Okay, so if you're happy with the header, you can then go into creating your email. So you can either keep it as it is here, so just go into here, click on the pencil and edit, add in any information you like here. So June 2015 newsletter. Welcome to our newsletter. And up here you've got your usual options. So if you want to hyperlink any of the words, link it, say, to your website. So here's a link to my website. So you can highlight, double click the word website, click on link, and for this we'll put in on the advanced options. I always like it to open in a new window, so just tick that option and then insert. So there you can see the on the right hand side, the hyperlink has been applied, and there you've got, here's a link to my website in pale blue on the actual body of the newsletter. So that's the basics of the newsletter. So as I say, we do click save and close. But as you can see on the option here, there are also further options. So for example, you can embed a video if you wish. So if you want to add a video to your website, you can just, to your newsletter, sorry, you can drag and drop it, so you can decide where you would like that video positioned. Maybe you would like it here at the bottom. Okay, so as I say, yeah, you can add video. So if we go to a video here, so this is one that I've created, Why Outsource, and this is the URL we need. So we copy that, go to the campaign template, paste that link into the box, and then you'll see it automatically embeds in here. We can add the caption. You can change the style, so that's the content. You can, if you wish, change the style and the settings. So the caption position, the image alignment, where the image should go, the image from edge to edge. There you go, that expands that. So you can change that to center. All right. I like things centered, so if we center it. And the caption, you can have it on the left, the top, right, on the bottom. I think I prefer it at the bottom there. So once you're happy with the look of that, just click Save and Close. So you've got various options here that you can add. So if you had some lovely images that you wanted to display, you can add an image group. So you just drag where that image group you'd want to go. And then you browse for the image to upload the image. Show me any image that you want. Just click on Browse, and the image will appear here. If you want more than 2 images, you can add another image, just click either browse, or you can drag and drop the image into the option. So that's how you'd be able to add images. Box text, so if you wanted to stand out some text, you can add box text, and obviously just amend it as and when you like. You've got your different fonts that you can use, your different the colours, different sizes, styles. So if you wanted that to be in a heading style, just do the heading, do Save and Close. So as I say, there's quite a few options here. If you wanted a button, you had to add a button. So if you wanted that button to link maybe to your website, so maybe you were selling something on your website, make a purchase, just add in your website, or the link to where that product is. If you wish, you can, the button. Again, you can change the text of the button. So click here to find out more. You can change the style. So if you want to change it, make it to a prettier colour than the grey. So let's choose a colour which would maybe fit better with a nutrition coach. Go here. And click Save and Close. So you can change that, change the colour of the button if you wish. You can add an image and a caption. So if you wanted the image, again, browse or drag your image, and your text caption goes here. Again, you've got your styles, where you can change your different styles, and your settings. So where do you want the caption to go, on the left or on the right, top? So it's all, I love Mailchimp. It's so intuitive. I find it so, quick and easy to use. So yeah, so you're soon building up your newsletter. As you can see, you can build it up quite easily and quite quickly. Another option you might want is social share. So if you want people to share this newsletter on their networks, on their Facebook or on their Twitter, you can do that. You can add other services, so you're not just limited to Facebook. So that's if people want to share your content. Also, social follow, if you want people to follow your social media accounts. Again, you can just add that in. So here you would need to type in your Facebook page URL, so your link to your actual Facebook page. your link to your Twitter account, your link to your website. And again, you have other services, email, SoundCloud, Instagram. I mean, you can choose any of the options. You can see you've got a whole list, a whole raft. YouTube, if you've got a YouTube account. So that's a good way of showing people, showing your subscribers where else they can find you, where else they can find your content. So yeah, so that's the design of the email. You can, I mean, I love it with the light grey background, but if you wish, you can also change the design of the background. So you've got the page design that you can change, the pre-header design, the header, the body. So you can play around, you can make it as pretty or as clean as you like. Different mobile styles. Then you've got your monkey rewards. Because it's a free, we're going on the free system here, we're not paying anything. This Mailchimp badge will appear at the bottom of your email. If you don't want that to appear, then you would need to upgrade your account, but you've got various different options. You can choose various different badges for your email. So if you're happy with the layout, maybe you want to see what it looks like. So let's send a test email. So we're going to send it to our Gmail account. Hi, here's the first draft of the newsletter. Please let me know what you think. Thank you, Alison. So then we send the test. Bon voyage, test email. Your test email is on its way to the test recipients. Then it gives you a heads up when you send to an email address using the same domain in the reply to easygmail.com. It can sometimes trigger Gmail and others to categorise it as spam. Check your junk mail if the test doesn't arrive in your inbox. Okay, so we click OK. And then we need to go to our Gmail account. So let's go to our Gmail account. So we've got the welcome to email, welcome to Mailchimp email. So with Gmail, it's split into 3 tabs. You've got your primary, your social, and your promotions. Because of Mailchimp, usually it's probably be classed as a promotion, or there's 2. They're adverts, I think. Yeah, they're ads. So here we've got the test. So this is the little message that I put, the instructions saying, oh, what do you think of the email? So let's display the images. So obviously when you're sending a live copy of that email, that header won't appear. So here it is. Here's the newsletter we've just quickly put together with the various information. And as you can see, when we set up the account, we were asked for our company name and address and such like. So it's a requirement for email marketing that the address of the sender is displayed within the email. It's not, you can't remove that within Mailchimp. It's an actual legal requirement. Likewise, unsubscribe. If people, you have to have the option for people to unsubscribe from your list. So it's very important. That cannot be removed either. So it's very important that people have the option to unsubscribe from any mailings that you send. So I think that looks quite good. I quite like that one. So let's go back to the builder. So we've sent the test, and we're quite happy with it now. I mean, if you've created the campaign and you're happy with it, you can save it as a template. newsletter template. So when in July or August, when you're next sending your newsletter, you can take it from the template. So you don't have to recreate the email each time. You can just go to the template and reword the template. Okay, so we've got our design in place. We're happy with all the content, so we can now go to the confirmation page. Okay, we haven't really set up our list at the moment because we've only got the one recipient, which is ourselves. We've got our subject line. If you're not happy with it, if you want to change it, you can just edit it. Replies, if you want to change the reply, you can click here, edit, tracking, HTML email, plain text email. The plain text email is generated automatically, but you can edit that if you wish. Email authentication will be enabled for this message. Social cards, you chose not to enable social cards for your campaign, so if you want to enable that, just click edit, monkey rewards. So then you have the option to either send the email right now or you can schedule it. So you can send it at a specific time and a delivery date. You can specify a delivery date. These options below here are paid features. So if you're using the paid version of Mailchimp, you have those options available. So if you're happy with everything, you want to send the email straight away, you don't want to schedule it, just click on send. Then it will say you're about to send a campaign to the Nutrition Coach Network test list, 1 subscriber. Send now. So high five, your campaign is in the send queue and will go out shortly. You can track the performance in the reports, or there's a Mailchimp mobile app. If you want to share your newsletter, so if you didn't choose the option to auto tweet or auto post to Facebook, you can share. So you just copy the link and you can put it in an email or send it to a friend or put it on Facebook. So that would look like, if we copy and paste, this is basically a web version of the email. So you can add that link to your social media networks and people can see your newsletter. They'll also be able to see past issues if you had any, and they can share it as well. And also they can subscribe from there and translate if they wish. Very good stuff. An RSS feed, so they can subscribe to your email list through an RSS feed. So that would mean that each time that you send out an email and they're subscribed to that feed, they will automatically receive that email in their inbox, even if they're not on your list. Okay, so let's quickly look at see if we've received the email. So let's go back to our inbox. Looks like it's still being queued. Yeah, it hasn't gone out yet. So while we're waiting for that to arrive, I just want to have a look at the templates. And here you can see this is the one that we saved. So this is the newsletter template that we created a few moments ago. So we can create a campaign from that template, or we can copy the template and tweak it. So if you wanted a different template based on the newsletter template, you can replicate it and then make amendments to that replicated template. So here are your lists. So as I say, we don't currently have any lists at the moment, so let's briefly look at lists. So if you want to create a list, give it a list name, so you could maybe call it clients, and you're sending it from So remind people how they got on your list. So this would appear at the footer of the email that they receive. So you can write in here, you are receiving this email because you opted in at our website. You can set up notifications. So if you want to find out who has signed up to your list, you can have it set as a daily summary. So each day you'll receive an email as to who has subscribed and unsubscribed, one by one. So as soon as someone's subscribed or unsubscribed, you'll get a message. So let's do daily summary. Save. Okay, so here we've created our list, and it's our client list. So here it's pointing us to the search field. So here you can search subscribers. We'll dismiss that. So we don't have any subscribers. So there's different ways that you can get subscribers. You can import them. So if you have an existing mailing list, you can import them. Or you can set up a sign-up form, which, as I said, you can ask your web designer or virtual assistant or assistant at the practice to set that up for you on your website. So at the import subscribers option, as you can see, there are many ways that you can import people. So the main information you would probably need is their first name, last name, and their email address. So you can either import from a CSV file or a text file. So a CSV file is an Excel-based file, so that'd be an Excel spreadsheet saved as a .csv. You can copy and paste from Excel. You can import a list. So if you're using a CRM system, so Constant Contact is another mailing list provider, so very similar to Mailchimp, but just a different provider. As I say, I've used quite a few of these different email marketing softwares, and Mailchimp is probably my favourite. So these here are different CRMs, so you can so if that information has any contacts, so if you use Eventbrite or Google Drive or Google Contacts, you can import contacts that way. So there's very many ways of adding subscribers by importing them. Or you can add a subscriber manually. So just type in their name, email address, first name, last name, and then just tick the option, then subscribe. And then, as I say, if you want to embed this client list to your website so people can sign up to that list from your website, you've got your sign up forms. So you've got different options here. You've got your general forms, build, design and translate sign up forms and response emails. Embedded forms, generate HTML code to embed into your site. Subscriber pop-up, design a pop-up sign-up form that can be embedded onto your site. Form integrations, create a sign-up form using one of our integrations. Also add a sign-up form to your Facebook page, or collect sign-ups in store or at events with Chimpadidoo for tablets. So it's great. I just absolutely love Mailchimp. So we're going to look at embedded forms. Okay, so as I say, this would be the form that you would send to your web designer or your virtual assistant to add to your website. Okay, so Mailchimp has already set you up a classic form, and here's the preview. So they've added in the option for email address, first name and last name, which I would think is sufficient for most purposes. You don't really want to make it too complicated because it might put people off signing up to your list. So you can make forms required. So the email address is obviously a requirement because obviously we wouldn't be able to send them an email without an email address. So this is the classic. If you wanted to use the classic, you would just need to copy all this text here, copy that, and paste it into your website. If you're au fait with setting up websites, you can paste that into your, if you use WordPress, you can paste that into your widget area and add it to your WordPress website. Or as I say, email it to your web designer for them to embed. So you've got your classic option, your super slim option, your naked option, your advanced option. So the advanced would be for your web designer if they're using custom CSS. So if you want to update or add fields to this form, you can go to the form builder. So you've got various options here. You can tick the box to let subscribers pick the format of their email. So it may be that they only want HTML emails. So that's the singing and dancing, all the images, lovely pretty emails. Or they might just want the plain text. So that will be just the bog basic email without any imagery. So you can have subscribers choose the format of their email if they wish. To be honest, I would just not even put that option in there because you want them to see, you want them to be able to see the nice, pretty, I think, images. Especially with nutrition and such like, because you've got such lovely colourful photos of food and everything. If you don't want computers or spam bots to use your form or sign up to your form, you can use reCAPTCHA. Protect your sign up form with reCAPTCHA. So that's the little boxes where they ask you to type in, say, a number or digits or a word that you can see on a little photograph. So that would be that option. If you wanted to add a link to the sign up form on your email, so you're sending an email and it's part of your signature, you can use this link here. So if you copy that, you can add that to your email list. You can edit this client's wording, so you don't have to have that appear, or you can use an image. So for example, we could use the image, our banner that we used. And you can link the banner to your website. So you can type in your web address there, and if someone clicked on the image, it would go straight to your website. So here I've added the nutrition coach banner, so it makes it look very pretty. And here you can add a message. Would you like to receive hints, nutritional hints and tips? If so, please sign up below for regular updates. So you can add a little message. Okay, so as I say, the fields, Mailchimp had set some of them up as required fields. So obviously you want the email address to be a required field. If you want their first name and last name to be a required field, just click in the field and make sure you tick that option. Then they have to fill that out. Okay. So you can also add fields to it. So if you wanted, say, if you wanted to do something about their birthday, so if you wanted to maybe send them an email when it was their birthday, you can do that. And again, go to the field settings. You can change the format. So we've asked we use day and month. You can put it as required or not. and do save field. So you've got different options. You can see you've got all the different options here that you can use. Again, you can either leave it, I quite like it with the grey in the background, or if you want to change it, you can change the background colour from the grey. You can change the header colour. You can change the outer wrapper. You can change the body. You can change the forms, and the labels, the size of them. You can do pretty much anything you want with that form. And as I say, once you're happy with it, you like that, you can go back to your sign up forms, go to your embedded forms, and there it is, there's your form. And send that information, copy and paste that information. If you like the classic, copy and paste that and send it to your web designer. If you like the super slim, copy and paste that text. So that is how you would add subscribers to your mailing list using the embedded form option. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to add someone manually to a list. So we go to our lists. We've got our client list we've just created. We're going to add a subscriber. So nutrition coach training at gmail.com, Alison Cooper. I'm not going to put my birthday in. This person gave me permission. Subscribe. Mission accomplished. Was successfully added. View profile. So here Mailchimp gives you a starring. So the higher the star means the more emails that person's opened. Okay, so what we're just going to do a very brief overview of sending a campaign again. Just in the way that we did before. So a regular campaign. I'm going to send to the entire list. I'm going to send July newsletter. Tick all the relevant options that you need. Click next. We're going to go to our template this time. Use our template. From within here we can edit, remove any content that we had last time that we weren't really happy with or we want to change. Obviously we don't want to send out the same text or content. We can amend. And once we're happy with it, happy with the content, as I say, we can send a test email so you can see what it looks like before it goes out. If you're happy, click next. We can confirm the options we've chosen. So we've chosen the client list, the subject line, and we can schedule if we wish, or we can send it. Send now. You can track the performance in your reports, so that will give you information as to who's opened the lists, who has opened the email and what they've clicked on. Okay, so it says you've got a tick here. June newsletter's gone out. July's newsletter's gone out as well. And that concludes the training. So I've basically shown you how to create a list, how to add people to that list, how to get that form embedded onto your website or what code you need to use and how to update that form. And I've showed you how to create a campaign sending the email to that list. I hope that helps, and if you need any further guidance or any further help with your email marketing or your social media, website updates, etc., or general admin, please contact me, Alison Cooper, at my-virtual-assistant.biz. Thanks very much for listening.